Ever walk into a room and just like get a weird feeling?
Yeah.
Like something's off.
Mm.
A weird heaviness.
Mm-hmm.
Some people would call that like negative energy.
Right. Right.
Well, on today's deep dive,
Okay.
we're going to talk about a method to detect this kind of unseen vibes, I guess you'd call them,
Yeah.
using just a glass of water.
Okay.
Sounds pretty simple, huh?
It does sound simple.
Very intriguing.
It is intriguing.
Yeah.
Our source here is an audio clip
Okay.
called How to Detect Negative Energies at Home Using Only a Glass of Water. Here we tell you about it.
Okay.
So yeah, they lay out some pretty specific steps to do this.
They do. They do.
And it's not just any old glass of water.
No, no.
You can't just grab, your kid's juice glass and do this. It's
Yeah.
very, very specific.
It's ritualistic.
Yes, ritualistic is a great word for it.
Yeah.
You need a completely transparent glass.
Okay.
No color, no designs.
Interesting. And it has to be brand new.
Brand new, like never been used before.
Never used before.
Oh, wow.
So it's almost like
That
this
sounds-
object that has never been,
Tainted, yeah.
never had anything in it.
Exactly.
That makes a lot of sense.
So I thought that was really interesting.
I mean, that really plays into the whole idea of ritual, right?
Right.
Water has been used in rituals for centuries,
Yeah.
all across different cultures.
Yeah.
It often symbolizes purity. It could
Uh-huh.
be a conduit for spiritual energy.
Exactly.
Think of like
holy water.
holy water, exactly.
Yeah.
In a lot of religions,
Yeah, so this method kind of seems like it's tapping into that.
right?
So,
Yeah.
okay,
So we've got our pristine glass.
we've got the glass.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, then comes the layering.
Okay.
A layer of sea salt first,
Sea salt, okay.
then organic white vinegar, or you can use apple cider vinegar,
Mhm.
and then finally you top it off with pure water.
So each ingredient seems to have its own kind of significance in folklore in these traditions.
I was going to ask, like what's the point of the salt and the vinegar?
Well, salt,
Yeah.
it's often associated with purification, protection,
Right,
warding off evil.
right.
Vinegar is sometimes linked to cleansing,
Yeah.
banishing negativity.
Okay.
So it's almost like you're creating this little potion to absorb the bad vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got this potion, this concoction.
Right.
And then what?
Well, the instructions say to place this glass
Okay.
in a hidden corner
Of the room. Okay.
of the room that you think has this negative energy,
Okay.
and you leave it undisturbed for a full 24 hours.
So you let it sit,
You let it sit.
building up anticipation.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let it do its thing.
I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
a lot of people are probably skeptical
Yeah.
right now.
Rightfully so.
Like, can a glass of water really detect something like
Yeah.
negative energy
Right.
that we can't even, see or
Yeah, that's where the science gets a little fuzzy,
fuzzy?
a little murky. Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people believe in negative energy,
Uh-huh.
but it's not something that we can scientifically measure
Okay.
or verify.
So how do we make sense of what people experience then?
Right.
Because the source mentions like changes that you might see
Yeah.
in the glass.
Right.
Like it becoming gasified is the word they use.
Okay.
Or smudged after
Okay.
the 24 hours.
Okay.
So could those be signs of negative energy, or is there something else going on?
Well, it's important to remember that our minds are really powerful
Okay.
and they can be susceptible to suggestion.
Okay.
So if you're already expecting to see changes in that glass,
Uh-huh.
you're more likely to notice even tiny little variations
Right.
and then interpret them as evidence of the negative energy,
Yeah.
even if those changes aren't really, related to anything.
Right. It's like
It's like confirmation bias.
confirmation bias.
Yeah, we see what we want to see,
Right.
basically.
Yeah. Okay. So and like you were saying,
Yeah.
there could be like simple explanations for these changes in the glass.
Oh, absolutely. Like
What?
temperature changes,
Yeah.
humidity,
Ah.
even the type of water you use.
Yeah.
All of that can affect how the glass looks.
So like the gas bubbles they talk about
Yeah.
could just be like,
Could just be dissolved gases
Right.
escaping from the water as the temperature changes.
so it might look like something spooky's happening,
Right, exactly.
but it's really just like
Natural.
natural,
Yeah.
science. So I think,
Yeah,
even though this method might not be scientifically like proven or anything,
right.
I think it's still really important to understand like
I agree.
why people are drawn to these types of things.
Yeah.
You know?
It's a very human thing to want to understand things that we can't see.
Yeah.
You know, to find explanations for those feelings that we can't really articulate.
Yeah.
So, like, if you walk into a room and you get that bad feeling,
Right.
you want to know why.
Yeah, exactly.
And you want to know if there's something you can do about it.
And I feel like this ritual,
Yeah.
even if it doesn't like actually do what it claims it
Right.
could give people that sense of control.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like taking those steps
Yeah.
gives you like a feeling of agency.
Yes.
Like you're doing something
yeah.
to address the problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
It can offer comfort,
Right.
a sense of order when the world feels really chaotic.
Exactly.
You know, like there's something I can do about this, even if it's just this ritual
Right.
with a glass of water.
So it might not actually detect like negative energy, like scientifically speaking.
Right.
But it definitely speaks to like a deeper
A deeper need.
need that we have as humans
Yes.
to understand and control our environment.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think it leaves us with a really interesting question, though.
Yeah.
Like, if this method doesn't actually work, like it says it does,
Right.
why do some people report experiencing these changes in the glass?
Right.
Is it all in their head? You know, is it the power of suggestion?
Right.
Or could there be something else going on, something that we haven't figured out yet?
Something we haven't discovered.
Yeah. I think
It's interesting to think about.
it is. It's a thought-provoking mystery.
Yeah.
It really highlights how complex this relationship is
Hmm.
between our beliefs,
Yeah.
our experiences,
Yeah.
and the world around us.
Exactly.
So, you know, maybe there's more to it
Hmm.
than we realize.
It's definitely something to think about.
It is.
And, you know, even if these practices aren't
Scientifically.
backed by science,
Yeah.
they can still have like
Meaning.
meaning. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cultural significance.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive.
Of course.
We would love to hear your thoughts and
Yeah.
experiences on this method or other similar methods.
Yeah.
So feel free to reach out to us
Let us know.
and let us know.
Yeah.
And until next time.
Stay curious.
Get curious.
Yeah.